Hello guys, Charles Shea here bringing you another video. We got some more Pokemon news that came out, so we're going to jump right into it. Now this image came out a couple of days ago, and it's supposed to be supposed leak of a Pokemon Switch, of course. And as you can see, the detail on this, it's good. It's don't get me wrong. It's perfect looking, but it's too perfect, if you understand what I'm saying. The trees are, I mean, you can get like 3D palm trees off the internet. The door is too perfectly placed, and most of the time when Game Freak puts, work into their stuff, they like to make sure the door is, you can see farther back into the door instead of it just being blacked out at the beginning of the door. Then you also have the stones here. The stones look kind of like a I don't know, a Zelda Wind Waker type stones. Really, they are kind of like I mean they're very nice, but then you have these ones on the wall here that's kind of, if you look up close enough, you can see they're kind of phased into the floor, which is not something that Game Freak will do. They would try to put more detail into the rocks and, try to make things look more realistic, if as possible. So we're gonna debunk this image now. Obviously, you can also see that the character right here is Callum from X and Y. Obviously, that mostly gave it away anyway. His pants and his hat is usually red. It's blue in this image, as you can see here from the 3D model I have here of Callum here. His hat is usually red. They kind of removed the glasses. The jacket he has is now a shirt, which is over his white t-shirt, which he doesn't even show that in this image here. The bag is the same. It's just in a different position. His hands look like they were in T-pose form, but they just kind of made them say, okay, let's do something with the hands, of course. And then you have your pants that are the exact same color. Then you have your shoes that are, instead of black, they're kind of like grayish, and then still have that blue shoelaces, but they're kind of like light with the pants, that lightish blue. So they kind of did a little bit with the character, but I mean, you can tell it's Callum. I mean, obviously the same hairstyle, guys. I mean, seriously, they could at least put a different hat on the man, or made his haircut different. I mean, they have tons of style in Sun and Moon. Like they could have, and I mean, because we don't know what the actual Switch models of the characters will look like, they had to do something with the model. I mean, obviously. On top of that, we have the Pixelpar images that we have, where he had Project Beluga, and we'll get more into this over time, but we're gonna go to the one, let me see, where's that? We had this image here that's talked about Project Beluga. Most people said that because belugas are white whales, and they kind of live in Arctic type climate. They kind of live in cold climates. They thought it was going to be based off a, Arctic region, like some type of snow type region. I'm not throwing that out the window, but I'm just saying it's probably not what it is. But the theory that Ruffle Rowlet had was that these right here, these on the screen here, are supposed to represent Cerebi, which is celery, Pixelpar, which is pixel jar here, and then Euro Gamer, which is supposed to be Eurogamer. It's supposed to specific those three. The beluga whale right here, which is the white whale. So, I mean, I can bring up a picture of beluga whale. Beluga whale. I'm trying. Hold on, guys. They look like this. So it's a white whale. I mean, obviously, and as you can see, it's very known especially in the book. Uh, the book was called Moby Dick. Okay, now everyone knows what Moby Dick is. I never really read the book myself, but it's supposed. But I, found out information on it. It's supposed to be about this man that tracks down this white whale and he wants to capture it, but it's so big he's wondering how he's going to capture it, but it's unobtainable. And he breaks it down like this. Basically, the Twitter posting things, okay, and you got the Twitter birds here that's pulling the whale out of the water, and then you have the smash of the Pokeball here into the screen. Now, it's supposedly that we have these unobtainable ideas. We have these, set for ideas that we push out on Twitter towards different things that we see on Twitter, and every time something is on Twitter or any media source for that matter, that's why they show on the computer, any media source really for that matter, it's like every time you see something, ooh, is it Pokemon Switch related? Instead of us being, happy that we have something Pokemon related, but not related to Pokemon Switch, we get hyped for no reason. Like if we see something, like recently we had like a video that showed different generations of Pokemon in the Pokemon Center, celebrating the Pokemon Center's 21st anniversary. I'll show you that later on. And first thing we thought was, ooh, are we going to get a Pokemon Switch after this? A Pokemon Switch title? Ooh, let's see if they show Pokemon Switch in this video. Or let's see if they're going to put Pokemon Switch out there because... Or even like we had like recently the YouTube channel on the Pokemon channel YouTube channel, we had the anniversary of the 1000th episode of the anime, and people thought because they were showing Hoenn, Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, they were showing the different generation intros and music. And people thought, ooh, are we going to get a Pokemon Switch anime intro? Possibly. No, that's not always the case all the time. He's just saying we have these unobtainable... Basically, the theory was that we had these unobtainable ideas and things and things we expect Pokemon to do with the game, hoping it might be open world, hoping it be like Zelda... Zelda Breath of the Wild graphics, expecting more of the game, knowing that we might not get that. And then the crush of the Pokemon that all those expectations will be crushed because it's not going to be the game you want, because that's not how Game Freak works. They don't do based off what the fans say. They do their own way. They want you to experience it your own way. And that's what they're basically trying to get at. Basically what they were trying to interpret this as. Like, we have these ideas, and we're not going to be able to obtain them because Game Freak does what they want to do. It's their game, not ours. So, at the end of the day. So, I can agree with that. But, as we go back here, we had the localization of the job listing that had got posted. We saw this once before, and those jobs that got posted were, like I said, some of them were removed. So that does mean that some of them were probably done with some of the parts of the game. But we can hype for that. That at least the game is, at least I could say, I don't know if it's almost finished, but we can at least say that it's somewhat finished with certain parts of the game. So at least Pokemon is not leaving you totally hanging there, not letting you know anything. So they're at least letting you know that we're almost done, or at least somewhat done with the game stuff. This is where where Pixelpart made that bet, and he ended up losing it because he was trying to... oh, wait, no, this is the one where he was talking about the image. Right? Yeah, the Pokemon image. And we still haven't yet to see no one apparently get, just figure that image that we saw with the Lapras and the Eevee yet, which could still be a tech demo. It could still be a tech demo of some sort of Sun and Moon tech demo. It could be. We don't know yet, but keep that in mind. It still could be a tech demo, because if no one has able to legitly deconfirm this yet, we still could have that. That could still have been a tech demo, which they could have been just tested. We never know. Some mechanics in the new game. We never know. Then we had the Rumble. The Rumble was a trademark. We could still have that Rumble game be a thing, the Pokemon Rumble game be a thing, and we could get it for the 7th generation. So, like I said from one of my previous videos, we could still get the Rumble or the type of
I know what I'm trying to say.
We could still get a Pokemon Rumble game for the 7th generation, or we could still get the what is that thing called? Hold on, guys. We can still get a mystery dungeon game. That's what I was trying to say. A 7th generation mystery dungeon game too. So we still don't know that yet. So they could still expand Generation 7 a little bit longer, and then try to get it in that early 2019 release, possibly. So we still have no idea. This is where he was halfway through it. He was basically ready to draw those tweets, if you want to be honest. Basically what Ruffarella was saying, that he was basically already knew he was probably going to lose. Because if you can see here, basically he was like, I'm ready to, my palms are getting sweaty. I'm halfway past the mark. Like he was ready to draw the tweets. And he did draw them. He also had some drawn before, like the one for this blue and this Eevee and the red and the Pikachu, which could be something coincide with yellow, Pokemon Yellow. And he mentioned this a couple of times, Ruffarella did, about Pokemon Yellow. Also, this line here being related to Pokemon Yellow. So we could still see that happening as a being of Pokemon Yellow being it's still this speculation and theory that it could Kanto. We could still see it like a cancel reboot, and also because the Lapras image with the the trainer and stuff it looks like Route 21 from Kanto. I mean, this is all theories. That means we have between 3 things we could think about here. We could possibly get a reboot. We could still possibly get a new game, and we could still possibly get a side game. So those 3 game ideas, they are all 3 things that Game Freak can do, but we still have no idea which one they're gonna do. A reboot would be a new thing, because they would be taking like Kanto and just making some type of new type Kanto, but with new characters and a new story, and it'll be still Kanto. You'll still revisit the older gyms, but there'll be new gym leaders. They could do that way. That's be like a hard reboot, and then they could do a soft reboot where they just do little add-ons to Kanto, which would be almost like a remake, really. But we still have those 3 options open. We still do. So, out of all this information, I mean, we're still stuck here at the same thing. Project Beluga could be anything. Like we made our theory of it at Arctic region. I have no idea about that, but that's just. Then we had this where he was telling us the code name was. That was before this one came out. So I need to switch those around. Really, it's all about really figuring out what possibly could be. We just have no idea. So, I mean, we can speculate all we want, but we still will have no. And this is where the person got it right. Project Beluga, from this image. This was right before they. This picture was right before they got the right thing from Kurt here. He figured it out. And then, like I said, he drew the tweets. So, as you can see, Mario Tennis, Dr. Mario, Paper Mario, Punch Out, Mario Party. So these are all the tweets. Show the thread. So 2018. So these are all the tweets he drew. So these must be some games that might come out. Maybe, I don't know. Punch Out, I know what that is. Mario Party, everybody knows what that is. Paper Mario, we needed the Paper Mario game because if we get Color Splash on the Nintendo Switch, then I will not have to go back. Wolfstein, he said it's coming out 6/29/2018. He drew all his tweets, all of them. Twitter, some new game, I guess. Limited Run. What is this? What is this? Yeah, he drew all of them. So he definitely drew all of them. So I don't really know. Sherry, Nintendo Screechy, Game Freak register a trademark for. What is this? Actually drew the retweet. Oh, ultra shiny. Okay, never mind. I see it now. KOR April 26, $48 in US. I have no idea what that is. Well, let me see. He put a question mark. Like, what does that mean? I have no idea. Maybe it's a new game. I don't know. Or maybe it represents the Switch system. I have no idea. That's the one he did before. So yeah, he drew all his tweets like he said he was going to. So yeah, it's all the ones he had so far, as I know. Then we have this here that I guess happened a few minutes ago. Happy to confirm that the Nintendo. I have no idea what D-Cube. I don't know. Has Mario Party ACR spinoffs are working on a new Nintendo game. I doubt it will be too much of a stretch to say it's for the Nintendo Switch. So these are all the tweets so far. So, and then there was more. That's the one where he talked about the Project Beluga and the breakdown. So I'll leave that there. We had this right here, little trailer here, being like I said, the anniversary of the Pokemon Center here in Tokyo, right? Tokyo, yeah. And it showed off some generational changes between Black and White Pikachu from the Red, Blue, and Green games, the original ones, yeah. And then we had him turn into Color for Game Boy Color for Pokemon Yellow. We had them show off. Let me go back some. Had them show off double battles from Gen 3 when that got introduced. Pokemon Contest being introduced in the Generation 3 games as well. Picture thing from Sun. I can't never say it. I know what it's called. I just can't think of it right now. But the thing that we do in Sun and Moon, where we snap the pictures, that was introduced in Gen 7. So they showed that off in the background. We also had the new photo place that was introduced in Gen 7 as well, where we can take pictures in style with the Pokemon as well. The Alola forms, of course, introduced in Gen 7. The evolutions of Pikachu. I believe they did show Pichu. Yeah, they were showing here Pichu turning into Pikachu for the baby Pokemon thing there. So yeah, we had a couple of good things. Oh, we had Skarmory here in the background introducing the Steel type Pokemon. I don't think they showed a Dark type in here anywhere, not that I've seen, but they did show off Skarmory there. I knew it was something else. Gen 5's PR video thing, where they do make the movies and stuff, they show that off in the background as well. So I didn't even see that the first time, but yeah. Of course, trading. They're always going to show trading. They're going to show X and Y and RAS because they were like remake, and then they're going to show off X and Y to introduce to 3D, obviously. In the background here, they have Pichu, the I believe the Cat Pikachu, the Raichu, and the Alola Raichu, and then the Mimikyu back here in the back on the monitor here show off the different, Pikachu type things that they've introduced in the game. Also the surfing Pikachu as well. So yeah, that's the thing. Of course, the Pikachu Z move for the Cat Pikachu, obviously. They introduce Z moves from Sun and Moon as well. Show off some of the title screens and the events that happen in Pokemon as well. It starts as the Sinjo Ruins and the Heart Gold Soul Silver games, which is cool. It's not even including the soaring feature in Oras. Here in the Battle Royale, they have Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard to show off red, blue, and green. And yellow, obviously, Pikachu is also a part of this as well. So, and also the trainers, if you notice, are dressed up in the colors as well. Red, blue, and green as well. And yellow. There's the green. And there is the yellow guy right there. But you can't really see him up close until you get to the far part in the video. There he is right there. And he's going to show off the Pikachu Z move, which is another Pikachu-related Z move as well. There it is. At the end here, you have of course, the original starters of the first generation and the make your own story. And that could mean, as Pokemon Switch comes to being, they want you to be aware that Pokemon can do great things more than just make a video. Different generations, it's more than just that. It's more of a make your own story type of thing. And that goes for real life as well. Have the obvious Pokemon logo at the end. All that right there is all I got for you guys. Please let me know what you guys think of all this information I went over. And please tell me if you think that Pokemon Switch is coming out in 2018 or 2019. But tomorrow, I will mention this. Tomorrow will be April 20... No, not April. Did I say that right? Yeah, April 26th. Yeah. April 26th. And they will be releasing their earnings list. And we'll see what happens tomorrow for the news. So we have a good treat for tomorrow. And possibly, if Game Freak wants to, because they're going to be having a meeting with these investors, and they want to impress them by having the game out trailer like before they talk to them, or if they do it after they talk to them, or they could give them some little bits of information on Pokemon Switch, and so we could have a feel of what it's about, possibly. So we'll find out tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. So that's all I have for you guys. Please, if you liked the video, if you enjoyed it. And I'll, of course, see you guys in the next video.